They set new standards, made racing history, or offered technical innovations. Automobile milestones. Test driver Christoph Bauer drives the most important cars in history. In the Sighthouse of the Autostadt in Wolfsburg, there are over 100 roadworthy classic cars with groundbreaking technology and revolutionary design. Today, we are taking a test drive with an haute couture Beetle, the Volkswagen Rometsch Beeskow. Even in the 1930s, it is common practice to only buy a roadworthy chassis from a car manufacturer. The suitable bodywork is custom-made by specialists. For example, the Friedrich Rometsch Body Shop, founded in 1924 in Berlin-Halensee.
Before the World War, Rometsch primarily built taxis based on Opel. During the war, he was forced to build field kitchens. It wasn't until the early 1950s that he could focus on his core competence, the production of exclusive convertibles and four-door taxis based on the eagerly awaited VW Beetle. By the way, almost as a finger exercise, the Rometsch designer Johannes Beskow built a unique special body on a scrap-ready Beetle. And the boss was so enthusiastic that he said, "We'll build this thing in series."
As one of the first coach builders, Rometsch produces a special vehicle virtually in series production. Thanks to inexpensive and robust technology and a separate platform frame, the VW Beetle is the ideal basis for this. The Beetle triggers a do-it-yourself boom among the coach builders. Porsche uses mass production technology from the Volkswagen shelf for the first 356. Hebmüller and Beutler build more or less independent vehicles based on the Beetle, and with the Volkswagen Karmann Ghia, a luxury coupe is finally produced on behalf of the factory.
The Rometsch Special Sport convertible was presented to the public at the Berlin Motor Show in 1950. The audience lined up to see this sporty beauty. Even Hollywood stars like Audrey Hepburn and Gregory Peck had such a Berlin luxury VW in their garage. Business was booming, and Rometsch opened showrooms in Munich, Zurich, Padua, Stockholm, and, believe it or not, even in Hollywood.
However, the success of Rometsch is a thorn in the side of Volkswagen CEO Heinrich Nordhoff. Initially, the Berliners still obtained the necessary Beetle chassis directly from the factory. Later, VW exclusively supplies only the competitor Karmann. At Rometsch, they must now dismantle brand new Beetles.
Anyone familiar with the VW Beetle will feel right at home in the Rometsch Beeskow. Of course, everything here is much fancier and more luxurious, so more interior features were almost impossible at that time. And also, in terms of acceleration, top speed, and road handling, it is far superior to the Volkswagen Beetle. This naturally has a lot to do with the flat aerodynamic body and the consistent lightweight construction. You also get the impression that you sit incredibly low here, but that's also because of the high side walls, and you really have to stretch quite a bit to see anything of the road from here.
Doesn't matter. In northern Italian Trentino, there is plenty to discover off the beaten path. For example, the picturesque Lake Toblino and the Masso Torresella winery.
Besides this stylish convertible version, there was also a much rarer coupe version, by the way. But everything is fine craftsmanship there as well. Like a safe. Yet this car weighs just 800 kilograms. All these handcrafted body parts are made from lightweight aluminum and sit on a delicate metal frame, similar to the legendary Superleggera construction by Carrozzeria Touring. Looking at the design, the designer Johannes Beskow opted for a compact ponton body with a finely curved beltline. And this finely curved beltline also gives the car its Berlin nickname, Banana. I mean, banana for such a chic car, that just doesn't work. And that's exactly why they decided, for the first time in automotive history, by the way, to place the full name here on the back, Model Beskow. in the finest chrome.
Designer Johannes Beeskow did not skimp on chrome. Its silver shine emphasizes the extravagant yet minimalist design. Uncommon, the Beeskow is a three-seater with a transverse rear bench seat. Its tastefully designed dashboard promises luxury. The split windshield is only available until 1953.
2 years in a row, 1954 and 1955, the Rometsch Beeskow was awarded the Golden Rose of the Geneva Motor Show. And from then on, it was advertised with the slogan, "Most beautiful and internationally recognized sports convertible." But the sports part shouldn't be taken too seriously, because in this rather large engine compartment, there sits a 1.1-liter VW Boxer engine with just 25 horsepower. But ours here is equipped with Porsche power. This 1.5-liter engine from the 356 Porsche delivers 60 horsepower. That packs quite a bit.
With a Porsche engine, the Beeskow reaches 145 kilometers per hour. With a Beetle engine, it tops out at only 105. Either way, a standard Beetle is left standing by the Beeskow thanks to its lightweight construction and sporty, low-slung body.
The Beeskow, a car for individualists with deep pockets. It cost almost exactly twice as much as the Volkswagen Beetle. And there is this lovely legend that the German film star Victor de Kova wanted to buy the very first Beeskow directly from the exhibition stand. Friedrich Rometsch didn't have a price yet and glanced over at Porsche, who were just presenting the new 356. It was supposed to cost 10,000 marks, and thus the Beeskow also had its price, 9,800 Deutsche Marks. And Victor de Kova paid for it.
The luxurious Beetle offshoot arrives. Soon, Volkswagen is making plans for its own sports car based on the Beetle. The order goes to Karmann in Osnabrück. Starting in 1956, a certain Johannes Beeskow serves as head of technical development there.
When VW brings the Karmann Ghia to market in 1955, Beskow's sales figures plummet rapidly. It's no surprise, because the Karmann Ghia is 1,500 marks cheaper. It bears the official seal of approval from the VW plant. And so, after 7 years of production and 280 handcrafted special models, the Beeskow era ends. Nevertheless, it is the first sporty luxury car based on VW and is therefore undoubtedly a milestone in automotive history.
The Beeskow, a pioneer also in terms of design. Mercedes copied this crease above the wheel arch in 1955 for the legendary 300 SL. And even the Audi TT introduced in 1998 takes stylistic cues from the Romance, which is almost 15 years older.